Welcome, this is Virendra Kumar Jha and you are watching Khabar Tah Tak. In the sequence of stories of superhit films shown on Khabar Tah Tak, the new link of story that I brings to you today is the story of film Ram Teri Ganga Maili, that is, O God Ram, your river holy Ganga has turned dirty. This film was brought on the silver screen in 1985 and this was the most grossing film of that year. This film was directed by Raj Kapoor and the lead role in this film were played by Rajiv Kapoor and Mandakini. Raja Murad and Kulbhushan Kharbanda played the role of villain in this film and A.K. Hangal, Saeed Jafri and Divya Rana played character role in this film. This film included many a beautiful dance scene and melodious song as well. The music director of this film was Ravindra Jain and the voiceover in the song of this film were given by Suresh Wadekar and Lata Mangeshkar. This film was, however, very much in debate that day regarding a controversial bath scene of Mandakini under a spring in a transparent cloth. However, later on, this was allowed in the name of art and culture. This was the debut film of Rajiv Kapoor and Mandakini and was a grand success. This film had been awarded the famous Filmfare Award for the best film and the best director. Now listen to the entire story of film Ram Teri Ganga Maili, that is, O God Ram, your holy river Ganga had turned dirty in details. The story of the film Ram Teri Ganga Maili, that is, O Ram, your holy river Ganga has turned dirty, begins with a man worshipping Lord Shiva. Then in Kolkata, a leader named Bhagwat Chaudhary, played by Raja Murad, delivers a lengthy speech about the polluted Ganga's river. This is opposed by a young man, the son of a freedom fighter. For this crime, he is sentenced to prison. Jiva Sahai, played by Kulbhushan Kharbanda, bails him out of jail and brings him to his father. In turn, he asks the freedom fighter to campaign for Bhagwat Chaudhary. Bhagwat Chaudhary wins the election and Jiva Sahai asks him to restart one of his defunct factories. Bhagwat Chaudhary then has his goons set the factory on fire. Bhagwat Chaudhary explains to Jiva Sahai that the factory fire will be a great benefit to him as the insurance company will pay its money and the workers will not have to pay any compensation for the closure. Jiva Sahai's son Narendra, played by Rajiv Kapoor, overhears this. He recounts them by talking about the Ganges being polluted. Then Bhagwat Chaudhary's daughter Radha Chaudhary, played by Divya Rana, who is in love with Narendra, takes him with her and talks to him affectionately. Narendra's college team plans to go to Gangotri to investigate the cause of the Ganga's pollutions. When Narendra asks his father Jiva Sahai about going to Gangotri with his college team, Jiva Sahai refuses permission. However, his wife, wise grandmother, grants him permission and also asks Narendra to bring Ganga water from Gangotri for her. Narendra, along with the college team, travels to Gangotri to investigate the cause of the Ganges pollution. Karam Singh, played by Tom Alter, and his sister Ganga, played by Mandakini, arranges accommodation and food for the students and teachers on their annual college tour to Gangotri. Regarding the students' unexpected arrival this time, Karam Singh tells the organizer, due to lack of information, I hadn't made any arrangements for your stay here, nor is the route to Gangotri currently clear. I will arrange accommodation for you here until then, and till then you can explore here. While Narendra is wandering through a beautiful valley in Kashmir, intending to collect Ganga water from Gangotri for his grandmother, Narendra hears a girl's giggling. Narendra asks who she is and wants to know about him. Meanwhile, the water pot Narendra had brought to take Ganga water for his grandmother falls. Narendra runs into the valley to catch the pot but almost loses control on the mountain side. Ganga catches him and stops him. Narendra asks him who she is. Ganga tells him about his life and explains the reason, saying, just look ahead, sir. If you had taken two steps forward, you would have been fallen in this fast moving river and would not have known where you were. That is why I am your life. Hearing Ganga's words, Narendra tells that his grandmother had asked him to bring holy Ganga water from Gangotri in a water pot. He did not want to lose this water pot, and I was unbalanced in the same order. Ganga tells Narendra that Lord Shiva held one Ganga on his head and the other. You have come to take me away from here. Narendra says that he is not going to take her away, but Ganga water. Then Ganga replies, I am the Ganga whom you are talking about taking away from here. After this, both of them talk to each other in such lovingly manner and return home in the evening. Back home, Ganga's brother Karam Singh tells Ganga about a group of students from Kolkata coming on a mission to Gangotri to study the purity of the Ganga. On this, Ganga talks about not everyone but only one person, that is Narendra, coming on the consignment of Gangotri study. When Ganga returns after cleaning the student's living room at the request of her brother Karam Singh, a student accuses her of stealing his watch and tries to force himself on her by looking her in his room. Then Ganga sees Narendra coming there from somewhere, seeing which she requests him to open the door. When Narendra goes there, after hearing Ganga's plea, he finds a student from his own team forcibly locking Ganga in a room and threatening her from outside. When Narendra talks to him about freeing Ganga, he once again accuses Ganga of stealing the watch and talks about forcing her to adultery. Hearing this, Narendra gets angry and hot talks begin between the two. Meanwhile, many of his friends come together and attack Narendra. Despite being alone, Narendra keeps fighting with all of them. Then some villagers take a watch from him and show it to the teacher, the leader of the group, saying that the student wearing this watch and his friends had gone to the village under the influence of alcohol and started misbehaving with the villagers there. The villagers got very angry at that time, but I somehow saved these people from the anger of the villagers by understanding his watch was left there, but due to being intoxicated, he did not notice it. Then the teacher rebukes the student and his friends to open the lock of the room. As soon as the door of the room is opened, Ganga comes out from the room and tells the injured Narendra that you took the risk of fighting with so many people for my sake. Narendra replied that he did not take this risk for her sake or his own sake, but for the sake of humanity. While talking to Ganga, Narendra says that the road to Gangotri is still closed and now his team has to return from here too. But he regrets that he will not be able to fulfill what his grandmother had told him to bring Ganga water from Gangotri. Thereupon Ganga says that even if the road is closed, but you come with me, I will take you to Gangotri through the rural route and you will definitely be able to take Ganga water from Gangotri for your grandmother. Narendra goes with Ganga to Gangotri and from there collects clean Ganga water and bring it to his grandmother. On the way, the love between Ganga and him becomes stronger, and both of them start dreaming of getting married and starting a family. On coming home, Ganga's brother Karam Singh tells her that his brother in law has written a letter and sent it, in which it is written that his father wanted to marry Ganga to his brother. He is coming there tomorrow on the day of a full moon in the chamber to be held on this occasion on the village. Ganga should put a garland around her brother's neck and marry him. Hearing this, Ganga tells her brother Karam Singh that she has no knowledge about her father's thinking regarding her marriage, but she has fallen in love with Narendra, a young man from the study team of students who had come on Gangotri Yatra, and Narendra has also assured her of marriage. On this, Karam Singh comes to Narendra with Ganga, questions him about his love for Ganga. Then Narendra agrees to accept Ganga as his wife. The next day, when Swambar was going on in the village, Ganga puts a garland around Narendra's neck and makes him her husband. Knowing this, his brother-in-law comes with his brother and many goons to forcibly take Ganga away from here. Then Karam Singh confronts everyone alone. In this, he gets seriously injured, but before dying, he kills himself and some of his goons who were moving forward to forcibly take Ganga away. On the day of Narendra's team's return, Ganga has come to see him off. She repeatedly talks to Narendra about coming back soon after going to Calcutta and taking him there too. Then, describing herself as holy towards the Ganga of Gangotri, she requests Narendra that he should not delay in coming here and taking it away so that no one gets the opportunity to pollute this Ganga of yours in any way. Narendra tells him to trust him and takes him back to Kolkata with his traveling students. Upon his arrival, he finds his house fully decorated. He happily meets his mother and everyone else, especially his grandmother, and questions them about the decoration. His grandmother mentions his engagement to Radha. Hearing this, Narendra becomes enraged and takes her aside, promising to tell her something important. When Narendra reveals his marriage to Ganga and his decision not to be engaged to Radha, Narendra's grandmother faints. A doctor is called in after her grandmother suddenly faints. The doctor explains that she has suffered a shock and needs to be saved. Narendra's father Jiva Sahai becomes furious with Narendra. He refuses to reveal what he said that caused her to be in such a state. However, when he meets his ailing grandmother alone, she begins to regain consciousness and then chanting Ganga, Ganga passes away. But before dying, Narendra puts a few drops of Ganga water brought from Gangotri into his mouth. After this incident, Narendra remains a state of aloofness, always alone in does not speak to anyone. Radha is deeply distressed by his condition. One day, Narendra's mother tells him that nothing will come of if he remains silent. Narendra echoes this sentiment and plans to live near Ganga. With this thought in mind, Narendra calls Radha one day and tells her to meet him at Howrah station with 1000 rupees. Out of love for Narendra, Radha comes to meet him with 1000 rupees. When Narendra leaves, Radha questions him about returning, but he repeatedly says he is not going back, nor does he reveal where he is going. After Narendra leaves, Radha sits dejectedly in her room when her father Bhagwat Chaudhary arrives and silently asks her why. Radha doesn't reveal the reason but says she also wants to go for a few days trip. This time her father suggests Narendra accompany her, but she insists on going alone. Narendra's family is in a dilemma about his departure. His parents began sorting through his files to find out where he has gone when they discover Ganga's letter. While they are still considering this, Radha's father Bhagwat Chaudhary arrives and confronts Jiva Sahai about his son's escape. Demanding his immediate arrest, he then calls the Ministry of Home Affairs and requests to order him to call police to arrest Narendra. The Ministry of Home orders all police stations to arrest Narendra. Narendra manages to elude the police at the railway station, but as he tries to board a bus to Kashmir, a police officer intercepts him and prepares to deport him to Kolkata. At Bhagwat Chaudhary's behest, the police officer arrests him and sends him to Kolkata. Narendra, without meeting his father Jiva Sahai, meets his uncle Kunj Bihari, played by Said Jafri, persuades him to bring Ganga back. Promising to Narendra to bring Ganga, Kunj Bihari sets off to bring Ganga to Narendra's address. Before Kunj Bihari can arrive at Ganga's location to retrieve her, Ganga sets off for Calcutta to reunite her and Narendra's son with his father Narendra. The postman, having found the address from a letter Radha had previously sent to Narendra, gives Ganga Narendra's address in Calcutta. He puts Ganga on a bus to Rishikesh, telling her that she will find a direct train to Calcutta from Rishikesh. As soon as Ganga leaves, Kunj Bihari meets the postman and introduces himself as Narendra's uncle and asks about Ganga. The postman tells him that Ganga had recently left for Calcutta to meet Narendra and gives him the address of the bus she took from Gangotri to Rishikesh. When Kunj Bihari reaches Rishikesh and asks about Ganga from the bus conductor, the bus conductor tells him that she has left immediately. Kunj Bihari then goes to station, starts searching for Ganga, but she doesn't show up. In fact, when Ganga gets off the bus in Rishikesh and asks people for direction to railway station trains going to Calcutta, a beggar disguised as a passenger takes her to a brothel under the pretense of taking her to the railway station. Ganga realizes that prostitution is taking place there, fled away. Although the brothel owner sends her servants to apprehend her, Ganga escapes to a cremation and spends the night beside a burning corpse. In the morning, she asks a gentleman praying on the banks of the river Ganges about where she can find a train to Calcutta. The middle-aged man, promising to take her to the train's meeting point after the prayers, lures her to his home and begins to commit adultery. His wife complains to the police station and arrives with the police. Fearing her husband will be jailed, she begs Ganga not to reveal anything in the police station. Ganga conceals the incident and tells the police in charge that she wants to go to Calcutta to be with her husband. After hearing Ganga's story, the station in charge gives Ganga some money and sends a police officer to put her on the Calcutta-bound train. When her child starts crying loudly on the train, the woman sitting next to her asks her to give her child water. When the train arrives at Varanasi station, she takes her children down to the platform and begins to give him water. Meanwhile, the train departs. Seeing the train departing, Ganga goes with the children to catch it, as she had left her Calcutta's address on her seat. But as she tries to enter the movie's train through the gate, an adult named Manilal, who pretends to be blind despite not being blind, emerges from the gates and stops Ganga, saying, "Your place is no longer on the train." Ganga, seeing his age and blindness, mistakes him for a gentleman and tells him she and her son are going to find Narendra. Meanwhile, lures her into a brothel, promising to reunite her with Narendra. Seeing the singing and dancing there, Ganga realizes that this is also a prostitution den and tries to leave. The owner of the brothel then tells her, "You have no idea about Narendra. Anyone who sees you here will be tempted by your beauty and you will be left with nothing. By staying here, at least this child will have a father's name and you will also have food." Seeing no other option, Ganga finally stays there. Naren's uncle Kunj Bihari, who had gone to look for Ganga, returns to Kolkata after not finding her. When his sister-in-law, that is Narendra's mother, sees him there, she pleads with him to help Narendra marry Radha, as Narendra is not ready to forget Ganga under any circumstances. She also tells Kunj Bihari that if Narendra refuses to marry Radha, Radha's father Bhagwat Chaudhary will kill her and her husband Jiva Sahai. Kunj Bihari then offers to help Narendra marry Radha. When Narendra learns of Kunj Bihari's return to Kolkata, he goes to meet him. Kunj Bihari tells him that the postman told him that Ganga had left home because Narendra had not been back for a long time. And some even suggest that Ganga had committed suicide. Kunj Bihari then used various means to persuade Narendra to marry Radha. Preparations for Narendra and Radha's wedding began in full swing. One day, Bhagwat Chaudhary visits Narendra and tells him that what he is going to Banaras. He also tells Narendra that Radha has asked him to bring beautiful clothes for her. He can also order any item of his choice. But Narendra asks him to bring only Ganga water. When Bhagwat Chaudhary comes to Banaras from Calcutta, he visits a brothel where Ganga is practicing dancing and singing. Bhagwat Chaudhary, captivated by Ganga's beauty and melodious voice, pays a handsome price and brings her to Kolkata, keeping her as a kept in house some distance from his home. A few days before Narendra and Radha's wedding, Bhagwat Chaudhary visits Jiva Sahai, Narendra's father, and tells him that he has brought a prostitute from Varanasi. Describing his move as worthwhile, he says that when Radha lives with Narendra, he will be left alone here. He can go to the kept and find solace. He then brings Jiva Sahai along with him. When Jiva Sahai sees Ganga, who matches the photo of Narendra's girlfriend, he tells Bhagwat Chaudhary that he is doing wrong by bringing Ganga here. Because Narendra loves her, Bhagwat Chaudhary vows to keep her as his kept without Narendra even knowing about this. In Bhagwat Chaudhary's absence, when Manilal meets Ganga, who has great faith in him, Ganga tearfully tells him, "I considered you like a father, but you could trap a daughter like me. Forget about me, at least reunite my son with his father." Just then Narendra's uncle Kunj Bihari sees Manilal and asks him if he has ever trapped a girl filled with remorse. He tells Kunj Bihari everything about Ganga. Kunj Bihari realizes that she is Narendra's girlfriend. He then tells Manilal that Ganga is Narendra's girlfriend. Hearing this, Ganga urges Kunj Bihari to at least reunite her with Narendra. Manilal then says that if he can somehow arrange Ganga's marriage to Narendra, the scene of trapping this girl will be washed away. Kunj Bihari then asked, "Do you think Bhagwat Chaudhary will allow this to happen? And even if Narendra and Radha do get married secretly, who will accept it? Because Ganga is a prostitute and people already know her as such." Kunj Bihari then meets with Manilal and Ganga to formulate a plan. Bhagwat Chaudhary also arrives, prompting Kunj Bihari to leave. On the scheduled date, Narendra's wedding to Radha is taking place. When the dance and song program begins, Narendra's wife Ganga performs a very touching song in It Karam Mein. Seeing Ganga there, Narendra leaves the wedding stage and goes to Ganga, proclaiming her his wife. Seeing this, Bhagwat Chaudhary signals his thug to attempt to take Ganga away. When Narendra tries to save her, he beats Narendra as well. Seeing Narendra being beaten, Radha arrives and rebukes her father, saying that if he had married a girl, he would have been happy despite the presence of a stepmother. But he wants to settle his daughter's life by ruining the life of a girl like his own. Meanwhile, Bhagwat Chaudhary, seeing Ganga approaching Narendra with his son, shoots her. Narendra becomes enraged and after killing all the goons, snatches Bhagwat Chaudhary's gun and is determined to kill him. His father Jiva Sahai then steps in, but Narendra is so enraged by Bhagwat Chaudhary's firing at Ganga that he threatens to shoot his father if he does not stop. Radha arrives and tells Narendra that Ganga is not dead yet. Take her to the hospital quickly. Narendra and Radha then comes to Ganga's aid, picking her up and dressing her wounds. Narendra then leaves, declaring that they will no longer live on the dirty banks of the Ganges in Kolkata, but rather on the pure banks of the Ganges in Gangotri, its birthplace. This scene concludes the story of the film Ram Teri Ganga Maili.